Popping everybody, welcome to another video. I'm going to be doing this very fast because I do have to leave. But we are doing a trade recap. I took 2 wins, 1 loss, and 1 break even today. Now I'm going to break everything down, what I did right, what I did wrong. And I am trading evals, so I did take a little bit more trades. I put a little bit more risk on the table. And I made $0. I'm break even today. I'll show you my P, and I made $12. So I'm break even today. And I'm going to tell y'all why, what I did right, what I did wrong. So first of all, it's a no news Monday. I already messaged to everybody in the group. I'm not looking to put on a lot of risk today. I'm not looking for or even like expecting much of a move today. I want to really see Wednesday through Friday pick us up, specifically Wednesday and Thursday because those are 8:30 before the news days. I want to see those pick us up and really make the move for the week. Today I just wanted to see if there would be any opportunity. And yeah, first trade I ended up taking coming into the day. Coming into the day, I was bullish. I do want to see boss out of the curve be completed here. As y'all can see here, I want to see this overall high be taken. Although there is an SMT, I do still think that we are holding this buy model, and since we did get this inversion of the 2 hour, we are going to continue to that. So coming into the morning, I really want to see that essentially. So yeah, but first I ended up taking this short. Now I'm gonna tell y'all why. We put in an SMT with ES. ES did not take this high that NQ took. This was an unfilled 30-minute, I want to say. Unfilled 15-minute, 30-minute. Yeah, unfilled 30-minute. ES did not take this. So from there, I went to the 1 minute. I recognized that, I recognized that we got the change in the state plus inversion. I waited for this to get inverse. That's where I put on my first short position. I ended up pyramiding once we got a little bit lower through here, and then I ended up taking all off about right here. Turn my executions on right quick. I took all off right there just because of the fact that we put in an SMT at the lows. Yes, I ended up taking this low. I took all off, and as y'all can see, we ended up reversing right after, so I got pretty lucky with that. Pretty smart move, not trying to hold, especially in a market like this when we're not getting the best price action. Took all off at the SMT, didn't even want to leave any risk on the table, which was very smart because we did end up reversing. Now from there, this was a trade I took a loss on. Took this 1 minute inversion. Looking to see my drawings off. I wanted to see the unfilled 30-minute. That's like my main draw, which was here, and a continuation to Friday's 9:30 high. So from here, that was my trade. As y'all can see, I ended up getting a stop. My stop was at the fair value gap below. I got stopped out right there. From there, the break-even trade that I took came here. I ended up retrying the long, but I was in it for all of this, and I ended up closing right at around break even, right before this candle actually would have went and hit my target because ES put in equal lows, and at this time, where are we at? At this time, it looked like to me, ES was probably going to start to draw towards those. So I just closed. It didn't hit my stop loss. However, I think over an extended period of time, this is a smarter thing to do because if ES puts in equal lows and ES is already showing weakness and ES is showing chop, to me it's just better. I didn't recognize the equal lows before I entered the trade, which was also my fault. And I figured ES was going to end up going to take those, which is what we did, but it was right after we ended up making that move higher. So that was a trade that could have been a win. I closed at break even. Oh well. And then the second one that I took on the day, so now that is my third trade. The last trade I took on the day came right here. I took this change in the state inversion with the SMT at the highs. Once ES ended up tapping, or NQ ended up tapping into that 30-minute. Where's my drawings at? Oh. Once NQ tapped into the 30-minute, I ended up taking this inversion, changing the state play into this low right here. I left one runner that did end up getting stopped out. Let me try to find it. Yeah, as you can see, my runner did get stopped, but that was essentially it. Last trade I took, once we got through this fair value gap right here, rode it to those lows. I pyramided onto it once we were seeing respect of it. Once 10 a.m. opened higher and respected consequent encroachment of that fair value gap, and that was that. No more trades for me today. As y'all can see, it's just very slow chop. It's not good price action, so I'm not even going to continue to put risk on the table. Now, yes, I am on evals. I am trying to get these out the way. I am trying to pass them, but if the market's not giving me opportunity, I'm not going to try to force anything. I'm not going to try to impose my will and just risk giving away unnecessary money. It's no point in that. I do want to get them passed, yes, but if there's no opportunity, there's no opportunity. So that's that, though. I was looking to take this 2-minute inversion. However, we never got it. We had an SMT at these lows, internal stop hunt. I wanted to see this 2-minute get inversed to push us higher. This would have been my trade. That would have been it. We also have standard deviation resting above the 930 high. However, we did not get that. I did call out this short in the Discord group. I didn't take it, but I did say this does not look bad. We got the 1-minute change in the state. SMT at the high is still holding in place nicely. And it did end up playing out. But that's that, though. Neither here nor there. I do have to get going, so I will catch y'all in the next one. Thank you for watching. Peace out.